What's up, everybody? Y'all already know it's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Rich Secrets. If you have plans on building true business credit, I want to go over some things inside of this video that you not only want to be able to consider when it comes to building business credit, because over 5 years ago, when I first got inside of the game of getting funding and realizing if I'm not using a personal guarantee, how do I build this EIN number? How do I build business credit in order to be able to go out and obtain things like a phone, getting Wi-Fi, the smaller things that lead you up to the bigger things, like getting a car inside of your name, a house. We have to be able to build a relationship, not only with the banks and show them that we're responsible enough to be able to hold the bigger tier things, but the real question is, how do we start off? Like, how do we start off strong? How do we start off heavy? And this is going to begin on building our business credit report. Everybody speaks about building business credit, but nobody seems to talk about corporate credit, which corporate credit is what they actually give you in order to be able to get the top tier things. All right. When we start out building business credit, the average person goes out to be able to get the Crown Office supplies, the Net 30 accounts, and we try to build our way up. But the only problem is Net 30 accounts don't hold weight. So when banks, creditors, and lenders are looking at them, they kind of look at us as a joke, because it's like, you're asking me for funding, but you only have these low tier accounts. So how are we going to give you possibly 20K, 15, or let alone 50, right? So let's go over exactly how we started off and started off strong, building our business credit report to where strong when we go out to these banks, creditors, and lenders, that they will actually fund us the maximum amount. Okay. I told you guys that starting off with the Net 30 accounts, right? There's 3 type of tiers when it comes to building business credit. All right. Now, y'all, I'm out of town right now, so bear with me. I wish I had my stand, but hopefully this works. All right. Building business credit from scratch, there's going to be 3 tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 3 is when we're actually able to go out to these banks and actually ask them for money, solely depending on the EIN number. But let's start off at Tier 1. All right. Usually people tell you guys you want to go out and get these Net 30 accounts. You don't want to be able to do that. What I tell majority of my students is that when we're starting off at the Tier 1 level, we want to start off with accounts that automatically hold weight. And basically put our business credit on autopilot to where I'm not looking at it. If I start a business today, I want to be able to go out to an account that's similar to Netflix, right? I tie my debit card to Netflix, and every single month Netflix takes out of my account, but we don't have any benefit with it. With these accounts I'm about to go to give y'all today to start off at Tier 1, they're going to be accounts you simply connect your debit card to, but they're going to have a trade line that's connected to the payment that you're making every single month. I don't have to look at it. It simply withdraws from my debit card, and my business credit is being built without me even looking on autopilot, right? These are going to be accounts like Credit Strong, eCredibles. Red Spectrum is another good one because they have the highest tier trade lines. And I want to let y'all know, the higher trade lines that we actually go out and get, the more funding we're actually the more funding that we're actually qualified for. Because when I go out with a $20,000 trade line on my business credit bureaus, you're not looking at me to give me 5K, 10K, because I'm already showing that I can hold at least a $20,000 trade line, right? And with these 3 accounts, we'll be able to go out, automatically file in the LLC, and start building business credit without even looking at it. So that's going to be building business credit from Tier 1. Once we get to Tier 2 level, this is when we really want to focus on corporate credit. Everybody that's inside of this video that made it to this part, make sure you drop corporate credit down below, because this is one of the biggest things that we're going to need to be able to have our business stand alone, not be able to need the personal credit to be able to personal guarantee. Okay, so corporate credit is going to be able to start off with the gas cards and store cards. All right, I tell my people we need to start off with gas cards first. After we have these accounts at Tier 1 reporting, we want to automatically move over to the Tier 2 gas cards. All right. And there's a lot of gas cards that's easy to be able to go out and get, like the A to B fuel card. Road Flex is another one I suggest you guys go out and get, because not only do they offer for fuel, but they also offer for maintenance when it comes to your vehicles. Okay. And we want to make sure we stay around 2 to 3 gas cards. Once we get these 2 to 3 gas cards reporting, now we want to head to the store cards. All right. At the Tier 2 level, the corporate credit cards are on the tier 2 level. But in order for us to get the higher approvals for these corporate credit cards, we want to first make our way and build a relationship with the gas card store cards. All right. So once we have those 3 gas cards, we want to automatically move over to our store cards. And these are going to be cards that are dedicated to certain stores like Sam's, like Amazon. I know a lot of us shop on Amazon. If we need business things from Amazon, I've seen my students literally go out and get $8,000 to $15,000 line of credit from Amazon, right? Solely off the EIN number. But in order for us to be able to do that, we first have to make sure we have those gas cards reporting. All right. So we got accounts like Amazon, Sam's Club card. All right. Another one that's very easy to be able to get approved for, which is the Fluent Decor card. I got approved for that, I think $45K 5 years ago when I first applied for it. And I didn't even build business credit too much when I got it. $4,500 limit. All right. So we want to stick around with these store cards 2 to 3. All right. So 2 to 3 gas cards, 2 to 3 store cards. Once we have those accounts reporting, now we get to the juicy cards. And these are going to be the corporate credit cards. This is going to be building our way up to tier 3 to where we're actually able to go out to the banks and receive funding. All right. So corporate credit cards, I want to stay touched on this topic because corporate credit is going to be the biggest thing you can use when it comes to your business. All right. When they're not really looking at the 3 bureaus when you're going out and applying for corporate credit cards. They're more focused on the Dun & Bradstreet number, one of the bureaus. All right. And when we're building that paydex score, which is the Dun & Bradstreet, same thing, we want to make sure that we have at least an 80 to 100 paydex score. With all these accounts I just told you guys we got, our paydex score should at least be 80 to 100. All right. And the easiest corporate credit card that is known so far for me and my students to work is going to be that Mercury corporate credit card. This is going to be the first one we can decide to be able to actually go out and get. Another one is going to be Stripe. If you are operating a business online and you have a Stripe account, Stripe offers a corporate credit card all the way, and they offer actually all the way up to $4 million, if I'm not correct, right? All the way up to $4 million that they will actually give you on this corporate credit card. And there's not going to be a limit when it comes to getting corporate credit cards. We don't have to get 2 to 3. We want to get as much as we possibly can to be able to fuel our business and use other people's money to be able to take us to the area we need to be able to go. I tell people that the rich know how to use as less of their money as possible and use somebody else's to grow and expand their business. So that means if I got $500 inside the account and I want to be able to go out and get my first pressure washer, I'm going to keep my $500 inside of my bank. And I'm going to go out to the bank and ask them for the $500 to get that pressure washing machine. I'm going to pay a portion back with that pressure washer that I'm making the money, pay a portion back to the bank, and then pay another portion to myself. Man, does that sound good? All right. A couple more corporate credit cards is going to be Divvy, the Bricks corporate credit card, and Ramp. All these are going to be corporate credit cards that we want to build a relationship with and eventually build our corporate credit to where we're actually able to go out and receive funding solely off the EIN number. If you're somebody that's made it to the end of this video, make sure you drop in down below if this was helpful for you guys for the 3 tiers of building business credit. And if you're also somebody inside of the video that's saying, hey, I need a mentor, I need somebody to be able to take me to that next level. I don't want to make the mistakes. Instead, I want to make the baby steps and make sure every single one of them are correct. Our Rich Seekers University will be inside the comment section and description section of this video to where you guys can tap in with your boy down below for mentorship. Until next time, you already know it's your boy Kai Gibson, aka Rich Secrets. And we out.